Now in 4 News Now at 6, crime in Spokane. We'll show you the difference between perception and reality according to the numbers.
Get ready for a warmer than usual start to the new year. Plus, I'll show you when we could get some rain this weekend in your first alert forecast.
And Spokane's police chief is hanging his belt up for good, how he helped shape the department over his 29-year career. You're watching 4 News Now at 6. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Derek Dice. While you may think property crime in Spokane is on the rise, statistics actually show a different trend. Marissa Rio looked at the numbers and reveals what they show.
When you look at these statistics released by the Spokane Police Department, property crime hasn't only gone down in 2023 in comparison with last year, but as you can see, these numbers have slightly been decreasing over the past 5 years. With the exception of 2022, there's a slight uptick, but then it goes back down in 2023. Now, although these numbers have dropped, many locals say this is still an issue. Many people in Spokane told me that property crime in their neighborhood is out of hand.
I want to say every month, every 3 months is when we have something stolen either off our back porch, front porch, or something vandalized with our vehicles.
Other locals also said they've had issues with package theft, a crime that is categorized as larceny. When we looked at those numbers, they have also decreased from last year. The total number of reported larceny crimes as of last week in 2023 is a little over 9,300. That's a nearly 6% decrease from 2022, which had close to 10,000 reported larceny crimes. It's important to note that these numbers only account for crimes that are reported. Sabrina said that she's had issues in the past with calling the police and them not doing anything.
Over time, you get tired of reporting stuff that, really is there going to be an end result? You don't see anything, you don't hear any feedback, nothing from the police or Crime Check, saying that they followed up or anything.
A lot of people have taken it into their own hands to protect themselves from property crime.
I had my garage broken into, quite a bit of stuff stolen out of there. Yeah, and that prompted me to get cameras.
While property crime has decreased, violent crimes in Spokane have increased over the year by nearly 8%. In 2024, Spokane locals said they want to see more police in their neighborhoods. They'd also like to see faster response times. If any of you are surprised by property crimes being down in 2023, it could be because of the apps on your phone. A study done by the University of Houston found that popular neighborhood apps that monitor crime in the area can give people that perception that crime is higher than it actually is. While these apps are great, it's good to note how this can potentially affect your thinking. Reporting in studio, Marissa Rio, 4 News Now.
All right, Marissa, thank you. Well, tomorrow will mark 1 year since Bryan Kohberger, the man accused of killing 4 University of Idaho students, was arrested at his parents' home in Pennsylvania. Now, 12 months later, a trial date still has not been set. The site where those 4 students were murdered is now an empty lot. The families of the students killed have contradicting opinions on whether or not the house should have been torn down before a trial. Peter Choi is in studio now with their reactions.
Yeah, Derek, school officials say tearing down the house wasn't necessary for closure. Yet the families of 2 of the victims, Kaylee Gonzalez and Zana Carnuro, disagree with the university's decision, insisting the house was still a key piece of evidence.
We just didn't feel that it was the best decision for the children. With that many people inside that house, there was more evidence there than they probably knew what to do with.
But not everyone argued against the demolition. The family of a 20-year-old Ethan Chapin, who also killed in the house, saying in a statement, quote, "We're supportive of the decision to take down the King Street house for the good of the university and its student and the community of Moscow." The university says for now the land where the house once stood will remain a vacant lot. It plans to build a healing garden for the 4 students killed and other students who have died. It will be on campus, not at the King Road site. Now, Kohberger, if convicted, Kohberger faces a death penalty, which includes the death by firing squad per Idaho state law. We'll keep you updated on when a trial date is set. In studio tonight, Peter Choi, 4 News Now.
All right, you can leave the heavy winter coats at home this weekend, but you might need an umbrella because we have some rain on the way. Let's send it over to Allison Martinez and for Chris Crocker with your first alert forecast.
That is right. We do have rain on the way. As you can see, we're not dealing with any of that rain just yet. Currently 40 degrees in Spokane. Here are 4 things to know for your evening. Getting started, we do have temperatures in the 40s for the next few days, some light winds, and it's going to be overall just a very mild end to the year. And on Sunday, we could be seeing some showers. Here's a look at our rain chances for the next couple of days. You can see we have a 10% chance on Saturday, but where you'll have to pay special attention is Sunday. We're looking at a 50% chance. So just something to be wary of with your New Year's Eve plans. May want to grab an umbrella, a hood, anything you need to be prepared. And then we have some slight chances for the rest of the week. Looking at our lows for tonight, we have temperatures in the 30s. We're looking at 37 in Ritzville, 31 in Spokane, 32 in Coeur d'Alene, and 38 in Pullman. For the most part here, we are above freezing. We are a decent amount above our average low temperature for this time of year. It's about 23 degrees for our expected low, so this is pretty significant here. Now we're taking a look at the next 12 hours. If you have any plans this Friday night, here are the temperatures you can expect. 35 degrees by 10 p.m., much warmer than what you would expect this time of year. 34 at 2 a.m. And as we make our way closer to the morning, we're looking at 35 for the morning, and we'll also be seeing some sun peeking through those clouds. Now here is the next 4 days. We're pretty consistent here. Warmer temperatures in the 40s to start us off. Sunday morning is where we could be seeing a chance of rain. It's looking about a 50% chance, light rain and some possible mountain snow as well. This is really going to die down for the most part throughout the day. We could be seeing some sprinkles during the evening, but overall our models are showing us that it's not going to be very much snow as we make our way towards the evening hours. And Monday we're looking at cloudy conditions, 39 degrees, pretty warm here, but in the near future we could see some cooler temperatures, so that is something to look forward to. Derek?
All right, Allison, thank you. Well, I'm afraid he's going to kill me. That line was one of the last messages Janelle Martinson sent before she died, according to court documents. Investigators believe she may have been killed by her ex-boyfriend, Colton Russell. According to a search warrant, friends and family said the relationship was riddled with violence. There was an incident in 2021 where Russell drove Martinson to a rural area in Spokane County, beat her badly, then left her there. She was taken home by a stranger who found her. On November 18th, Martinson told the roommate she and Colton were going camping. Early the next morning, she sent out these text messages to 3 different people, pleading to be picked up. After that, she was never seen or heard from again. Over the next few days, Martinson's friends questioned Russell on her disappearance. Investigators say he changed his story several times, saying he had last seen her with different people. Investigators eventually searched Russell's apartment, where they found blood on a sponge and a blood-like substance on large sections of the carpet and the walls that had been cleaned. Then, on November 8th, Russell's body was found, along with the body of 23-year-old Kiara Morgan Whelan. According to court documents, they were killed by Brandon Kenny. Kenny told police he did it because he was scared of Russell, who confessed to killing Martinson, then forced him to help move her body. Kenny is currently in jail for the murders of both Russell and Morgan Whelan. We realize this is an extremely complicated case. You can see our full coverage, including how Russell may have transported Martinson's body and how his mother became involved, right now on KXLY.com. All right, still ahead, former President Donald Trump's name has been removed from another state's ballot, why a judge in Maine says he's ineligible to run for president, coming up. And
smoke here in Newman Lake is worrying some people that live here. Hear their concerns as well as why this is happening. That's coming up.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
Saving you green.
It's back. 4 big days, January 25th to the 28th at the Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. New dealers, new boats, new floor layout. Go to SpokaneBoatShow.com.
Do more together. Whatever your plans are this season, do more in a new Chevy.
Use your red tag bonus cash to get $87.50 total cash allowance on this Silverado. See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
Every boy and every girl, sing joy, joy, joy to the world, and the wonders of His love will fill your heart. Oh, and sing joy, joy, joy to the world. Joy, 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 joy to the world.
$3 pitcher night, a couple cocktails, an edible, and a nature documentary. What do all these people have in common? A friend like you, who offered a ride, or made sure they got in a ride share, or provided a couch to crash on. Thanks for keeping the roads a little safer tonight, Washington. Together, we get there.
Whatever the holidays mean to you, get the most out of them in a new Honda. Whether it's taking the gang to the slopes in an available all-wheel drive Pilot, delivering presents in a rugged Passport, or all in a few toys for yourself in a powerful Ridgeline. Your holiday adventure awaits with a new Honda during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Boats of all types and sizes, heavy metal and smaller fishing boats, open bow, high-performance ski and wakeboard boats, pontoons, and personal watercraft. Learn more at SpokaneBoatShow.com.
All right, here's a look at Newman Lake earlier today. Some prescribed burns yesterday led to a cloud of smoke out on the lake. It was so smoky, some people living near the lake worried there was a wildfire nearby. Bronte Starosky has a reaction from neighbors.
Here in Newman Lake, some neighbors have been worried about a prescribed burn. One that I spoke with says it even reminded him of another wildfire.
It was so bad.
So bad that Timothy Early's mind went right into wildfire mode.
When the wildfire smoke is bad out here, you can't see all the way across the lake. And it was close to that yesterday.
Here's a look at what he's talking about. You can see in these photos just how low this smoke was. It's not as bad now, but the smoky smell still fills the air.
Did have a bit of a cough, dry throat, that sort of thing. Luckily, we had other places to be, so we left for most of the day.
We reached out to the Newman Lake Fire Department about this smoke. They told 4 News Now that originally a family was conducting an authorized prescribed burn on Muzzy Road. They had all of their paperwork in order and everything was approved. But the day of the burn, there was an inversion, causing smoke to stay low to the ground. Something Timothy hopes won't reoccur throughout the winter.
Bad, and I know that there's temperature inversions here in the wintertime. With the weather pattern we're in, I was hoping hopefully this is not all winter long, because the smoke is bad here in the summertime.
Smoke-filled events like this are why he says he doesn't take part in any burns himself.
I don't burn anything out here. I'm always too worried about wildfires.
Reporting in Newman Lake, Bronte Starosky, 4 News Now.
We are taking a look at our live radar, and rain is on its way to the inland northwest and some rain in the mountains as well. We'll let you know how much to expect coming up on 4 News Now.
Daughter makes a gruesome discovery.
Her mother is found dead in her bathtub.
Tonight, the stunning true crime.
All of these little things creates a picture.
This is suspicious. There is a big shock ahead. Really stunning.
2020 tonight on ABC.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
More Americans choose ABC News, America's #1 news source.
Dad, isn't it true that we're the only new car in the country under $20,000?
It's true, Tay. The Mitsubishi Mirage is only $17,740.
Wow, that's amazing. And we're discounting the award-winning Outlander for over $10,000?
Right again, Tay. Right now, over $10,000 below MSRP or $4,000 and 0% interest.
Hurry in, everyone. A rod of great deals. And remember, we're a rod of fun, too.
Lighting Division across from Lowe's.
As a mom, a food blogger, a wife, and a business owner, time is everything. So whenever something comes along and frees up some of my time, it's a game changer. A Electrolux has made my life that much better. With a little more time for this, and this, and this, and this. And the Fred's family made it so easy, from selecting the perfect model to their swift installation. Fred's is a game changer.
Experience the Coeur d'Alene Boat Expo. Explore better boats, the largest selection of inventory, and the biggest savings, all under one roof, inside the region's largest indoor showroom. Discover the latest models from the industry's best brands, including Cobalt, Malibu, Axis, Barletta, Chris-Craft, Harris, Regal, and Cruisers Yachts, plus our huge display of pre-owned inventory. Mark your calendars and make waves with us at the biggest event of the year, happening February 1st through February 10th. The Coeur d'Alene Boat Expo. Better boats, better prices, better event.
It's the Planet Fitness You Can Still Join a Gym in 2023 sale. Join the judgment-free zone and get equipment for every workout for just $1 down, $10 a month, cancel anytime, and pay nothing until January 17th. Hurry! Deal ends Friday, December 29th.
Next, ET.
You should have seen me in some younger days.
Our vault unlocks Tom Hanks then and now.
This is Entertainment Tonight. This is the Bible of show business.
Next, ET.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Entertainment Tonight at 7:30.
Right now, there's just so much happening in our world. So much at stake at the start of every morning.
Making sense of it all, that's not always so easy.
And that's where we come in.
Good morning, America. We want you to know every morning.
We're right here, and we got you.
We have your New Year's forecast for you, but first we're taking a look at what you can expect tonight. We have an overnight low of 31 degrees. Expect some clouds and some light winds. Now tomorrow we'll have temperatures in the 40s once again. If you've been happy to see that sunshine and those warmer temperatures, you'll be happy to see this. 41 tomorrow, partly cloudy and light winds again. Now we do see a dense fog advisory in the Tri-City, so if you are traveling that way for the New Year's holiday, that's something you're going to want to keep an eye on tonight. Now, another thing that we're tracking is rain, wet weather. We will be seeing some light rain and some possible mountain snow as well. Saturday, we're looking at a 10% chance. Sunday is where we're keeping an eye on. It's looking like a 50% chance. The majority of that rainfall will happen earlier in the morning, and then throughout the rest of the day, we could be seeing some sprinkles. But like I said, the majority will be in the morning, and hopefully will dry out in time for you to enjoy all the glory of those New Year's fireworks shows. And as we make our way towards the rest of the week or the first of the year, you'll be seeing just the lightest amount of rain there as well. Here's a look at our forecast radar so you can get a better picture of what we're expecting. This is Saturday at 2 p.m. Coeur d'Alene, Kellogg, St. Mary's. These are the regions that will be seeing the majority of the rainfall. Sunday is where Spokane could be seeing a little bit more activity, specifically in the morning. Like we said, here's a look at 10 a.m. We will be seeing some rainfall there. But for the rest of the day, we're looking pretty dry. Our models have been changing a lot today, so you'll want to make sure to keep updated as we get closer and closer to that day. And here's a look at Monday, and we're dry once again, though I do have a sneaking suspicion it's looking like we're going to be a little bit colder as we make our way towards the first and second week of January, so that's something to look forward to. In the meantime, here are our overnight lows: 37 in Ritzville, 31 in Spokane, 32 in Coeur d'Alene, and 38 in Pullman. Our normal is 23 degrees, so this is pretty significant here. In terms of our highs, we have temperatures in the 40s. Our normal is 33, so 41 in Spokane, 43 in Ritzville, 42 in Coeur d'Alene, and 45 in Kellogg. Now, we've been talking a lot about how much above our average we are this time of year. We're close to setting some records here where we have some very different years. We're looking at 41 for our highs, then we're in the 30s for the next couple of days, the upper 30s. So like we said, this line that you see here is our average, so a pretty significant jump here, though like I said, we do have some cooler temperatures coming up to look forward to, so hold on and wait out for that if that is much more up your alley. Friday, Saturday, temperatures in the 40s. Sunday, we could be seeing some rainfall in the morning, and then we'll be in the upper 30s for the rest of the week. We have a very mild end to the year and start of 2024. Derek?
Yeah, mild, no doubt. Allison, thank you. Well, the last leg of the busy holiday travel season is now underway as many prepare to celebrate the new year. Transportation officials expect more than 2.5 million people to be screened at U.S. airports today. Many are also expected to drive to their destinations. ABC's Justin Finch with a closer look at what travelers can expect.
Days before the new year, the holiday rush continues on the nation's roads.
The airport was fine. The roads are a lot more congested than I was expecting.
Transportation analytics firm INRIX predicts peak road traffic should decrease after 7 p.m. today. And tomorrow is forecasting 5 through 8 p.m. could get busy. The nation's airports also bracing for high traffic. The Transportation Security Administration screening some 2.6 million people Thursday and saying they're even busier this year than last year. Going into the holiday weekend, flight booking company Hopper estimates some 3.7 million airline seats are already sold for today. And through Tuesday, January 2nd, roughly 17.3 million. The FAA reporting nearly 44,000 planes will fly today and more than 48,000 tomorrow. Wednesday, January 3rd is on track to be next week's busiest day with more than 44,000 flights as many return home. But weather could be a wild card. Heavy rain on the West Coast could impact travel in California's Bay Area today. Rainstorms are also in the forecast Saturday for the Los Angeles area. Moving east, light snow possible across the Ohio and Tennessee valleys, as is rain in the northeast, and snow showers in parts of New England today and Saturday. AAA estimates more than 115 million Americans are traveling 50 miles or more this holiday season, second only to the agency's 2019 record of 119 million. Justin Finch, ABC News, Washington.
Well, there's a surge of flu cases and hospitalizations across the U.S. The CDC says flu activity is high or very high in 2/3 of the country, including both Washington and Idaho. The CDC estimates more than 4,500 people have died from the flu this season. If you get sick, see a doctor and get a prescription antiviral, especially if you're a patient at high risk. Well, it's common for people to search the internet to get answers to health questions. If you're curious about what people search for the most, Google's got you covered. The company posted the top results between January and November, and it turns out strep throat was the most searched health condition. Other top searches include how to lower cholesterol and what helps bloating. Google says the questions were ones that saw high spikes in traffic over the period compared to the previous year. All right, still ahead, saying goodbye to Spokane's police chief. Greg Meidl bids farewell after nearly 3 decades of serving Spokane.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
What you see is important. That makes quality eye care important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Schedule your comprehensive eye exam at shopko.com or bring in your outside prescription.
I'm Jonah, and I'd like to welcome you to the brand new Coeur d'Alene Nissan. You'll find the grand dealership lobby open, comfortable, and relaxing. A service center with state-of-the-art equipment committed to getting you quickly and safely back on the road. There's much more to experience. I'm inviting you to stop in and see us. We're just off Highway 95 in Coeur d'Alene.
Rocking around the Christmas tree, let the Christmas spirit ring. Later we'll have some pumpkin pie and we'll do some caroling. You will get a sentimental feeling when you hear voices singing, let's be jolly, deck the halls with boughs of holly. Rocking around the Christmas tree, let the Christmas.
You know, there's millions of people without the health insurance they need. I get it. You feel like it's too pricey, a headache to deal with, and not worth it. You deserve something better and better. We're on a mission to get everyone high-quality health insurance.
We have plans with as low as $0 out-of-pocket premiums, a network of local doctors, and a rewards program for making healthy choices.
Nice.
That's why we're America's #1 marketplace health insurance. So call us or go online now. And Better Health. On a mission for better.
$3 pitcher night. A couple cocktails. An edible. And a nature documentary. What do all these people have in common? A friend like you, who offered a ride, or made sure they got in a rideshare, or provided a couch to crash on. Thanks for keeping the roads a little safer tonight, Washington. Together, we get there.
Time is running out. Shopko Optical can help maximize your vision benefits and FSA dollars before they expire. Get a comprehensive eye exam and discover your new style. Call Shopko Optical or visit shopko.com to schedule your exam.
Spokane Wedding Expo is January 6th. For tickets, visit SpokaneWeddingExpo.com.
Around the nation, former President Donald Trump's name will no longer be on the primary ballot in Maine. A judge ruling he is ineligible to run. Trump's campaign vowing to fight back. ABC's Rena Roy explains.
Maine has now joined Colorado in barring Trump from the state's Republican primary ballot, citing the Constitution's insurrection clause.
We believe former President Trump on January 6th engaged in an insurrection against the Constitution of the United States. And under Section 3 of the 14th Amendment, that disqualifies him from holding the office of the presidency.
Maine Secretary of State speaking about her decision to ban him under the 14th Amendment. Unlike Colorado's Supreme Court, which decided to remove Trump from the primary, in Maine it was Bellow's decision alone.
No Secretary of State has ever deprived a candidate of ballot access under Section 3 of the 14th Amendment. But no presidential candidate has ever engaged in an insurrection under Section 3 of the 14th Amendment.
Section 3 bars anyone who swore an oath to defend the Constitution and engaged in insurrection or rebellion from holding certain offices in the federal government. There have been efforts in more than 30 states to take Trump off the ballot in the race for the White House, but so far only Maine and Colorado have decided to do so.
All of whom have been asked to engage in this type of in a disqualification, and every administrative official has declined to do that for good reason.
Trump's campaign vowing to appeal, a spokesperson saying we are witnessing in real time the attempted theft of an election.
These unprecedented decisions will head to the Supreme Court. The justices will have a final say on whether Trump appears on those state ballots. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
Well, for the second time this month, the Biden administration has bypassed Congress to approve the transfer of nearly $150 million in military equipment to Israel. It comes amid the country's war against Hamas. The State Department says Secretary of State Antony Blinken informed Congress he made an emergency determination to immediately approve the transfer. It includes fuses, charges, and primers that make 155-millimeter shells functional. The additional items were added to previous sales, increasing the total value to nearly $150 million. All right, we have a lot more coming up tonight at 6:30, including giving you a bird's eye view of one of the most popular waterfalls in eastern Washington.
Plus, after 29 years with SPD, Police Chief Craig Meidel is hanging up the belt. A look back at his career in Spokane and his message to the next chief.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Cash in this holiday season at Spokane Tribe Casino in the Winter Wonderland Cash Drawings. Win your share of more than $57,000 in cash every Saturday in December, only at Spokane Tribe Casino. You just win here.
Tony, your parents know you're over here again, right?
Yep.
Great.
Tony lives next door. See, his parents decided to just use their phone for home internet. So when everyone is on, Tony's over here streaming and drinking all my soda.
My dog.
Get internet on the Xfinity 10G network for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year contract.
We're going to bed, Tony.
Good night. I'll lock up if I leave.
Get real home internet on the next generation 10G network only from Xfinity.
Wishing you a happy and joyful holiday season from BECU.
Fred Meyer gives you so many ways to save. On top of our lower than low prices, enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons. Earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon. And with a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. Plus, our weekly sales will keep your budget merry and bright. So get rewarded and save. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
Spokane and North Idaho's country leader.
Drink a watermelon moonshine.
All-new high-tech Chevy Trax. Whatever your plans are this season, do more in a new Chevy. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Blazer models, or use your Red Tag bonus cash to get $1,500 total cash allowance on this Blazer.
See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
Cash in this holiday season at Spokane Tribe Casino in the Winter Wonderland Cash Drawings. Win your share of more than $57,000 in cash every Saturday in December, only at Spokane Tribe Casino. You just win here.
Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6:30.
Well, after 29 years, Spokane Police Chief Craig Meidl is calling it a career. Meidl leaving the station for the last time today, after serving in the role as chief for the better part of the last decade. Our Jordan Smith sat down with Chief Meidl today, who reflected back on his nearly 3 decades of service to our community.
Yeah, well, Chief Meidl tells me it was a bittersweet moment to say goodbye to the department he dedicated his career to. It came with many ups and downs, and after 7.5 years as chief, he feels he's leaving the force in good hands. You almost wouldn't recognize him. Police Chief Meidl's rookie card back in 1994. The start of a dream he had waited his whole life for.
You know, I wanted to be a police officer ever since I was 4. And to have that dream fulfilled here in Spokane, ending at a level and a position I'd never, ever thought I would achieve, it's just been such a huge blessing.
He almost didn't make it, battling color blindness and dreadful eyesight, while competing with thousands for a chance to join the force.
My vision was terrible. At the time when I was applying to be a police officer, you would literally have 1,500 to 2,000 people apply for 2 positions. So the odds were stacked against me.
But ultimately, he was brought on board, quickly climbing the ranks in a laundry list of positions, from detective to SWAT team member. And in 2016, he was appointed chief of police by former Mayor David Condon, inheriting a department that was unstable and under public scrutiny. His predecessor, Frank Straub, resigned amid sexual harassment allegations, and 3 years prior, a Spokane police officer was sentenced for violating the civil rights of Otto Shem, a suspect who was beaten to death and died in police custody.
There was a lot of, felt like, turbulence with the department. Probably one of the greatest benefits I had was going through the ranks here is knowing the department. So I feel like it really put me in a strong position to try to help navigate us through those times.
Chief Meidl placed a significant emphasis on connecting with the community and restoring that relationship.
Because I think as a chief of police, you have an obligation to connect with the community. It's not a 9-to-5 job. And anyone who wants this position, if you want to work 9 to 5, you're not doing the department a favor, you're not doing the community a favor.
After 7.5 years, he's hanging up the uniform, starting fresh. As for what's next, even he isn't sure.
For me, the next chapter, honestly, it's a blank chapter. I know I absolutely want to have an exciting next chapter.
And just yesterday, Chief Meidl was awarded the Distinguished Service Medal by the department, along with numerous other awards by community members. And he was also gifted this shadow box containing all of his badges, rank insignia, and patches over the years. His advice for success in this role is to keep that balanced relationship with both the community and the department. In studio, Jordan Smith, 4 News Now.
All right, a lot of people are going to be bummed to see him go. Let's send it over to Allison Martinez now, in for Chris Crocker with that First Alert forecast.
We are tracking everything you can expect for this New Year's weekend. Starting off, we have temperatures in the 40s to begin, light winds, very mild end to the year, and we are expecting some showers on Sunday. Now, speaking of rain, here's a closer look at our chances for the next couple of days. Saturday, we're starting off 10%, nothing too significant to note here. Sunday is where we have a much more significant chance. We're seeing those heaviest rain totals happening in the early morning, and then for the rest of the day, it's going to be pretty tame. Not much rain there, so it shouldn't put too much of a damper on your New Year's plans, whether you're watching fireworks or doing anything outdoors. And for the beginning of next week, we have some light chances there as well. We're taking a look at our lows throughout the region. 37 in Ritzville, 31 in Spokane, 37 in Kellogg, 38 in Pullman, and 32 22 in Coeur d'Alene. Our normal for this time of year is 23 degrees, so pretty distinct difference there. Now we're giving you a look at everything you can expect tomorrow. Have temperatures in the 30s, climbing up to 40 by the afternoon. It is going to be a much warmer day than you're probably used to. And looking at our weekend, temperatures in the 40s to start us off, and we're going to stay pretty warm as we climb towards next week. Derek?
All right, Allison, thank you. Spokane Valley fire crews quickly put out a fire inside of an apartment near 3rd and Pines. The fire did make the apartment unlivable, so now the Red Cross is helping the resident there find a new place to live. No word yet on what caused that fire. Well, BlendJet is recalling nearly 5 million of its BlendJet 2 portable blenders due to fire and laceration hazards. The Consumer Product Safety Commission says the blenders can overheat or catch fire, and the blender blades can break off. The company says it's received more than 300 reports of the blades breaking off while in use. Consumers are being urged to stop using the blenders and contact the company to receive a free replacement base. And Walmart is recalling these magnetic metal balls that were included in a science kit over concerns they could cause lethal injuries to small children. The Consumer Product Safety Commission warns these magnets are small enough to be swallowed and cause potentially life-threatening injuries. It says they should be taken away from children immediately. Local businesses are asking for your help to collect unwanted clothes for less fortunate people. Local business owner Antonio Holder says volunteers were able to give out more than 400 bags of clothes for homeless people last year. With more support from businesses, this year's goal is to give out 2,000 bags.
Especially now that the weather's getting cold again, I think we're going to bring a ton of value to the people that need it the most. Our main goal here is to put clothes on as many people as possible's backs. And as you know, with everything going downtown, I think it's very needed right now.
People can drop off their donations at 13 locations starting on January 7th, which is next Sunday. Each donor will be given a chance to win prizes. You can find more information on our website. That's at KXLY.com. And if you're looking for a new job in the new year, the Mistiqua Hotel in Chewelah is looking to hire. The hotel is getting ready to have customers early next year, so it's hosting a job fair to meet with potential candidates for customer service.
Anytime that we can grow our employment numbers for the Spokane tribe and our neighbors, that's always a positive, good thing for all of us. And bringing economic development to the region, that's always a good thing as well.
The hotel is looking to hire for more than 30 jobs with a few more seasonal jobs. So bring your resume next Thursday from 12 to 3 p.m. You can find job descriptions on our website at KXLY.com.
Gonzaga is in the middle of a huge game against San Diego State. What's at stake for the Bulldogs, especially for their tournament hopes? Next in sports.
Daughter makes a gruesome discovery. Her mother is found dead in her bathtub.
Tonight, the stunning true crime.
All of these little things creates a picture.
This is suspicious. There is a big shock ahead. Really stunning.
2020 tonight on ABC.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by the Spokane Boat Show.
4 News Now and STCU are recognizing volunteers who make a difference in our community. Today, we honor Bob Walker. Bob helps take care of less fortunate families by assisting with gas and utility vouchers, bus passes, and by volunteering endless hours at the Caritas Food Bank.
Bob's leadership and compassionate heart allows Caritas Food Bank to serve and support even more families in our community.
It's like nothing. This is what you're supposed to do. You do it, you just do it.
Thanks to STCU for helping to make sure volunteers count.
Tony, your parents know you're over here again, right?
Yep.
Great. Tony lives next door. See, his parents decided to just use their phone for home internet. So when everyone is on, Tony's over here streaming and drinking all my soda.
My dog.
Get internet on the Xfinity 10G network for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year contract.
We're going to bed, Tony.
Good night. I'll lock up if I leave.
Get real home internet on the next generation 10G network only from Xfinity.
Yep, that was me. I've gotten older, my horse is bigger, and my dad, well,
Since then, we've added the Mitsubishi franchise to our dealership.
Which means we have 0% financing and over $10,000 in discounts below MSRP.
And right now, Mini quality pre-owned price below cost.
Below cost?
That's right, Tay, or we couldn't advertise it.
So really nothing's changed. We still have a lot of great deals and we're a lot of fun too.
Lions and Division across from Lowe's. An average person will spend about 1/3 of their life at work. So instead of just finding a job, find a career you love. That's what we do. Lewis Clark State College's School of Career and Technical Education can help you reach your full potential in a career you're passionate about. Whether you're building websites in our web design program or rebuilding cars in collision repair, your career is waiting at LC State. Scholarships are available. Apply now.
The Breakfast Club.
Sausage and English muffin.
Next in Sun Edition, they leave huge tips wherever they eat breakfast. You get 1,000. You get 1,000. You get 1,000. Then, why New Year's Eve 2023 may be the luckiest day of the year to get married. Look at the numbers. 12, 31, 23. Yup, that's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Next in Sun Edition.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Inside Edition at 7.
All right, welcome back. Gonzaga basketball is underway against San Diego State at the McCarthy Athletic Center. It's the Bulldogs' final game before conference play begins, and there's a whole lot on the line. Sports Director Julian Minnesone is in studio to tell us what's at stake for GU.
A win for Gonzaga would go a long way in boosting its NCAA tournament resume. If the Bulldogs come out on top, it would be their best win of the season. It would also put Gonzaga in a better position to earn a top 4 seed and potentially host some games in Spokane for the first 2 rounds of the NCAA tournament. As of now, the Bulldogs are a number 6 seed according to ESPN's latest bracketology update. But not to mention, this would also be a huge confidence booster going into conference play next week. And Washington State is already underway against Utah. This is the first Pac-12 game of the season for the Cougars. WSU lost both meetings against Utah last year. But the Cougars are red hot right now, winning 7 of their last 8 games. We'll have an update of both WSU and Gonzaga's games tonight on Nightside. The Seattle Seahawks return to action against the Pittsburgh Steelers on Sunday. Seahawks head coach Pete Carroll called it a championship game for his team. And he's not wrong. If the Seahawks want to keep their Super Bowl hopes alive, they need to win this weekend. Seattle's Geno Smith says there's only one stat, though, that matters during this time of the year.
The only stat that matters is a win. You know, I don't think any of those stats really matter if you don't win. But obviously, you know, that's a big part of our offense. So as long as we win, I could care less about how the numbers look.
Kickoff is just after 1 o'clock on Sunday. It's Seattle's final home game of the regular season. The Seahawks end the season on the road against the Arizona Cardinals next week. And make sure to tune in to Nightside at 11 o'clock for highlights of Gonzaga's game against San Diego State and Washington State's game against Utah. 2 great ones there. That'll wrap us up for sports.
All right, right now, over in Seattle, crews are transforming T-Mobile Park to host the NHL's Winter Classic, where the Kraken will be taking on the Las Vegas Golden Knights. This will be the first time Seattle has hosted one of hockey's biggest events.
I think the whole event itself, to get a chance that, you know, your family comes in on New Year's, and then for me, I got 2 kids, and bring them on the ice. It's kind of just a special moment, breaks up the season a little bit.
Well, the puck drop is at 12 o'clock on New Year's Day. Going to be so cool. All right, Palouse Falls is a stunning natural waterfall that drops 200 feet into a churning bowl. The water then winds through a gorge and into the mighty Snake River. In this week's Air4 Adventure, we're giving you a bird's eye view of one of the most popular waterfalls in Washington.
fashion, photography, flowers, and music, all in one place. For tickets, visit SpokaneWeddingExpo.com.
One of my favorite programs is the People Helping People program.
Any BECU member can nominate a nonprofit that they care about.
We are so appreciative of BECU and their support for our program. One of our parents, who also happens to work here, was able to nominate us. Our service of the community really aligns well with BECU.
Last year, we gave away 3 grants in Spokane. This year, we're slated to give away $525,000.
Thanks to BECU, we are able to meet the needs of more families.
Youth ride free on Spokane Transit. I just need to get a rider's license Connect card. Wait for the 4, take the bus downtown, check social media, look out the window and think about what to post. I arrive at STA Plaza and walk around and find customer service. Wait in line but not very long. A customer service rep takes my information. She's nice and we make small talk while she takes my picture. I get my Connect card. The sticker says it's good for free ride. Decide to hop on the 25. It leaves in 4 minutes. Go outside to Base 6. Take a selfie while I wait. Find a seat and go down a rabbit hole on Wikipedia. Text a friend to meet me at the mall. Get out and wave to the driver while the bus pulls away. Walk around. Stare at some fish and they stare back. See an iguana. See a turtle. Stare at some more fish. Take another selfie. My friend still hasn't replied, so I play some video games and get some decent scores. I'm hungry, so I get a hamburger, fries, and a drink. They even go wait for the 25 again. See a truck like one my brother used to have. Take the 25 and get out at a park and just hang out for a while. Take the bus back downtown to the plaza. Get off and thank the driver. Wave to customer service. Go to Base 6 to catch the 4. When the bus arrives, it's a battery electric blue wave. Heading home, I look at my Connect card and can't get over that. Youth ride free on Spokane Transit. Youth ride free on Spokane Transit. Youth ride free on Spokane Transit. Spokane Transit. Spokane Transit. Spokane Transit.
Whatever the holidays mean to you, get the most out of them in a new Honda. Whether it's taking in the lights with all your friends in a spacious Accord, or taking in a snow day in a rugged CR-V. Your holiday adventure awaits with a new Honda during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Whether planning your big day or needing a final touch, the Spokane Wedding Expo is for you. Experience firsthand all the aspects of a great wedding. Food, fashion, photography, flowers, and music, all in one place. For tickets, visit SpokaneWeddingExpo.com.
Sign up for the 4 News Now playbook at KXLY.com.
You guys ready? Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2.
All right, that was crews in New York City doing their annual confetti test ahead of the New Year's ball drop this weekend. During the real celebration, 3,000 pounds of little pieces of paper will be released. You might think it'll be shot out of a cannon, but it's actually all hand-tossed. Organizers say there are a number of factors to consider when planning a massive confetti drop. Everything from wind speed to how big each handful should be. And a fun fact, the paper itself is shredded from messages written at the wishing well this week, with visitors noting their hopes for 2024. Some mention love, others world peace.
Aww.
I didn't know any of those things, so that's kind of cool, right? All right, our forecast is not that cool. In fact, it's real warm for this time of year.
It is. It is significantly much warmer than we typically expect this time of year. So depending on your preference, this may be the greatest New Year's news, but we could be seeing some cooler temperatures very soon for those of you who want to hit the ski slopes, so don't worry. Tonight we have a low of 31 degrees, cloudy conditions, very light winds, and those light winds will stay pretty consistent for the next couple of days. Tomorrow we have a high of 41 degrees. We've been having lots of sunshine peeking through those clouds, temperatures in the 40s, and this will stay pretty consistent until the end of this weekend. Partly cloudy skies and light winds once again. Now tonight we could have some patches of fog, nothing that should affect visibility too much here in Spokane, though we do have a dense fog advisory in Tri-City, so if you happen to be traveling that way for the New Year's holiday, that's something you'll want to keep an eye on, of course. Now, another thing that we're keeping a careful eye on is our wet weather chances. Tomorrow, we're looking at a 10% chance, maybe a sprinkle, if anything. Sunday is where we'll have more significant rainfall, especially in the morning. We really could see some rain coming down, but as we make our way through the rest of New Year's Eve, not much rainfall to report there. You'll want to make sure to keep checking in to see the most recent updates on this, because it has been shifting back and forth quite a bit today. Friday. And the rest of the week, light rainfall there as well, just sprinkles if anything, like we mentioned. Here's a look at our forecast radar to get a better picture. Tomorrow around 2 p.m., Coeur d'Alene, Kellogg, St. Mary's could be seeing some rainfall, but after that, we're going to really dry up pretty quickly here. Here's a look at Sunday morning. More rainfall in Coeur d'Alene and more towards Spokane this time. And as we make our way through the rest of the day, pretty dry here and will continue to stay dry. So this is 9 p.m. This is right around firework time in Riverfront Park, and we're looking dry here. So like I said, you'll want to be prepared just in case. But as of now, we're looking pretty dry. Now here is our lows for tonight. We have temperatures in the 30s, 37 in Ritzville, 31 in Spokane, 37 in Kellogg, and 38 in Pullman. As far as tomorrow goes, we have warmer temperatures in the 40s, 41 in Spokane, 42 in Coeur d'Alene, 43 in Ritzville, and 45 in Kellogg. Our normal high would be 33 degrees, so that's quite a distinct jump here. Now here we're painting a better picture of just how much above our average temperatures we are. This black line here is our average 33, like I mentioned, and we are just sitting right above that quite a bit for the next couple of days. So if you're a fan of this weather, soak it up while you can, because things will be shifting pretty soon here. But for the next week, starting off, temperatures in the 40s Sunday. There's that chance of rain that we were talking about. Whatever your New Year's plans are, make sure you're wary of this. And then we'll dry out for the rest of the week with temperatures in the upper 30s. It's going to be a very mild end to the year.
All right, Allison, thank you so much. Well, every new year brings a new opportunity to start the year fresh. Often this means coming up with a resolution. According to a recent survey, though, the most popular 2024 resolutions are to save more money, to exercise more, and to eat better. But coming up with a resolution is the easy part. The real challenge, of course, is sticking to it. ABC's Rena Roy has some tips that could help you stick with them.
As we ring in the new year, people will be making New Year's resolutions, but many times they're difficult to keep.
We find out that February is a time that most resolutions are dropped.
Psychiatrist Dr. Dion Metzger says that you're more likely to achieve your resolution if you don't overshoot what you can accomplish.
I got my new organizer. I got my treadmill. Okay, life is going to change completely. And that's just not reality. So if you are a person who was not active and now you have a New Year's resolution to run 4 days a week, that's not attainable. How about we walk 2 days a week?
Keep it simple.
One time I had a person whose resolution was to simply fold laundry on the same day that they do it. Simple. And that might seem like a really small task, but not for everybody.
And focus on just one goal.
If somebody's resolution is to get physically healthier, they may say, okay, I'm going to work out 3 times a week and I'm not going to eat fried foods. We should just focus on one. The brain responds better when we're trying to change habits one at a time.
Once you set your resolution, Dr. Metzger says to prepare for potential obstacles.
Nothing is just a straight path, smooth journey. There are going to be times that, you may not make the progress you want to. If you predict your obstacles, you'll be able to prepare for success.
And consider teaming up with a friend.
Having a buddy and a check-in system. All right, how'd you do this week? Just having that accountability leads to positive results.
Dr. Metzger says if you feel ready to give up, remember, it's not all or nothing.
Don't give up just yet. Don't be discouraged. What I want them to do is actually reflect back. You kind of look at it through a different lens where you realize, okay, you know what? I am making a positive change, even though it's not exactly what I thought, but it is a positive change.
Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
Data from the National Safety Council shows this time of year is one of the most dangerous times of the year on the road. This New Year's, it predicts 375 people may die over the holiday, expecting impaired driving to be a major factor in those deaths. To protect you and other drivers this holiday, the Safety Council reminds you to buckle up, have a sober ride home, don't text and drive, and stay extra alert at the wheel throughout the weekend. All right, as we head to another break, here's a look at ABC's primetime lineup for tonight.
Daughter makes a gruesome discovery.
Her mother is found dead in her bathtub.
Tonight, the stunning true crime.
All of these little things creates a picture.
This is suspicious. There is a big shock ahead. Really stunning.
2020 tonight on ABC.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
One of my favorite programs is the People Helping People program.
Any BECU member can nominate a nonprofit that they care about.
We are so appreciative of BECU and their support for our program. One of our parents, who also happens to work here, was able to nominate us. Our service of the community really aligns well with BECU.
Last year, we gave away 3 grants in Spokane. This year, we're slated to give away $525,000.
Thanks to BECU, we are able to meet the needs of more families.
This is your season to smile with Aspen Dental dentures or implants, to gather together and discover the moments that matter, to jump into the fun and join in the celebration. To help get you ready, your Aspen Dental team is celebrating 25 years of affordable care with an epic anniversary savings event. Don't miss enjoying a moment with 20% off your denture or implant care. Whichever option you need, our team of experts is ready to help guide your decision and start your journey. Aspen Dental. Book today.
Emma? My name's Emma, too. Are you? Yeah, you. In a few years. How? You went back to school. Finished your degree.
Face your future with Whitworth University.
$3 pitcher night. A couple cocktails. An edible. And a nature documentary. What do all these people have in common? A friend like you, who offered a ride or made sure they got in a ride share or provided a couch to crash on. Thanks for keeping the roads a little safer tonight, Washington. Together, we get there.
3, 2, 1. New Year's Rockin' Eve is popping off with epic performances by Cardi B, Janelle Monáe, Post Malone, Ludacris, 30 Seconds to Mars, New Jeans, and more. Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve with Ryan Seacrest, live on ABC.
This may look like a holiday shopping showdown, but it's a Nissan sales event ad. Good thing my Rogue has intelligent all-wheel drive.
So does my Altima.
Now get 1.9% APR financing for 60 months or save up to $2,500 on Rogue. Better hurry. These offers won't be back in stock.
4 News Now is brought to you by Mechanics Pride.
All right, coming up tonight on Nightside, Spokane's police chief is hanging his belt up for good. How he helped shape the department over his 29-year career. In Crime in Spokane, we'll show you the difference between perception and reality according to the numbers.
As we say goodbye to 2023, we have warmer temperatures in the 40s, some chances of rain on Sunday, and then we'll cool down, but not by all that much, to temperatures in the 30s for the rest of next week.
Yeah, no need for those big parkas over your New Year's weekend, for sure. Hey, and don't forget, Julian Minnesone will have highlights from Gonzaga and Washington State men's basketball, both of them playing big games right now, so we'll have that for you at Nightside as well. All right, we'll see you at 11 o'clock. Take care.